Who was the Zodiac Killer, the enigmatic figure whose chilling crimes and cryptic letters have captivated the public's attention for decades? This question has haunted the minds of many as we delve into the first known crimes of this infamous murderer. In the late 1960s, a malevolent force emerged in the San Francisco Bay Area, a serial killer known only as the Zodiac. This faceless terror began his horrifying spree with the cold-blooded shootings of David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen in Vallejo, California, in 1968. The Zodiac Killer had a disturbing modus operandi, targeting young couples seeking solitude in isolated areas. His brutal attacks were swift and merciless, leaving communities paralyzed with fear. As the year 1969 dawned, the Zodiac's reign of terror escalated. The murders of Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, again in Vallejo, sent shockwaves through the community. The chilling reality of a serial killer on the loose was beginning to sink in. The very same year, the Zodiac struck again, this time claiming the life of Cecilia Shepard near the tranquil waters of Lake Berryessa in Napa County. But the Zodiac's reign of terror wasn't confined to his physical attacks. He extended his chilling presence through letters sent to the press and police. These letters, signed with a distinctive crosshair symbol, were filled with cryptic clues and chilling threats. Each correspondence added a new layer of dread, fueling the public's fascination and fear of this elusive predator. The Zodiac Killer's brutal spree was only beginning, leaving the San Francisco Bay Area in a state of fear and uncertainty. The impact was profound, an undercurrent of terror that laced everyday life. His crimes were not just acts of violence, but a psychological game, a chilling dance between the Zodiac and the society he held in his grip. And as we'll see, this was a dance that was far from over. The Zodiac's reign of terror escalated with the murders of Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau in Vallejo, and the fatal shooting of Cecilia Shepard on Lake Berryessa. As the body count rose, so did the public's fear and fascination. The Zodiac Killer was no longer a shadowy figure haunting the outskirts of society. He had become an embodiment of terror, his name synonymous with death and dread. The victims were ordinary people, living ordinary lives, their fates cruelly altered by a predator lurking in the darkness. Darlene Ferrin, a popular waitress, and Michael Mageau, a young man just starting his life, were gunned down in a parking lot. Mageau survived, forever marked by the encounter. Cecilia Shepard, a bright college student with a promising future, was stabbed multiple times during a picnic at Lake Berryessa. She died from her injuries 2 days later, another life snuffed out by the Zodiac. These cruel acts weren't just about murder. They were about power, control, and instilling fear. The Zodiac didn't just kill, he taunted, sending letters to the press and the police, relishing the chaos and fear he was causing. The letters were filled with cryptic clues, complex ciphers, and chilling threats, offering a glimpse into the mind of a killer and fueling the public's fascination. As the murders continued, so did the terror. The Zodiac was not just a killer. He was a symbol of the unknown, a faceless menace that could strike anywhere, at any time. The public watched, captivated and horrified as the manhunt intensified. Fear was palpable, but so was fascination. Who was the Zodiac? What drove him to kill? The questions multiplied with each new crime, each new letter, each new cipher. With each new crime, the Zodiac Killer's infamy grew, as did the public's fascination. The terror he unleashed was not confined to his victims. It spread throughout the community, the state, and the nation, leaving a lasting legacy of fear and intrigue that continues to captivate us to this day. The Zodiac Killer was not satisfied with merely committing heinous crimes. He taunted the authorities with cryptic letters and ciphers, challenging them to unravel his twisted mind. His letters, often marked with a peculiar crosshair symbol, became a chilling trademark of his reign of terror. They were more than mere letters, they were puzzles, elaborate cryptograms that concealed messages only the Zodiac himself knew. These ciphers added an eerie dimension to his crimes, transforming the Zodiac Killer from a mere murderer to a macabre puppeteer, delighting in the chaos and confusion he orchestrated. The first cipher arrived in 3 parts, sent to 3 different newspapers in the San Francisco Bay Area. Upon its decryption, it revealed a chilling message: "I like killing because it is so much fun." This grim sentiment set the tone for the Zodiac's subsequent communiques. each one a twisted peek into the psyche of a remorseless killer. The second cipher, known as the Z340, proved to be a tougher nut to crack. It took 50 years and the combined efforts of 3 dedicated codebreakers to finally decrypt it, revealing another disturbing message. Yet even with this breakthrough, many questions remain unanswered. Other ciphers, like the Z13 and Z32, still confound experts, their secrets locked away as securely as the Zodiac's true identity. Despite countless attempts to crack these codes, they remain as enigmatic as the man who created them. These cryptograms are more than mere curiosities. They're glimpses into the mind of a killer, tantalizing hints of a motive and perhaps clues leading to his true identity. Each solved cipher brings us one step closer to understanding the man behind the mask, while every unsolved code fuels the enduring fascination with the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac's ciphers added a layer of mystery to his crimes, fueling speculation and theories about his identity and motive. Each uncracked code is a reminder of the Zodiac's chilling legacy and the tantalizing enigma that keeps true crime enthusiasts captivated to this day. Despite extensive investigations and the involvement of numerous law enforcement agencies, the Zodiac Killer's identity has remained elusive. This statement sets the stage for a tale of frustration and unsolved mysteries that still perplexes investigators to this day. Law enforcement agencies were faced with a formidable challenge. The Zodiac was a phantom, a faceless terror who struck seemingly at random, leaving behind a trail of victims and a series of cryptic messages that baffled investigators. His crimes spanned several jurisdictions, complicating the investigation and necessitating unprecedented cooperation between law enforcement agencies. Despite the daunting task, authorities were relentless in their pursuit of the Zodiac. Hundreds of potential suspects were investigated, their lives scrutinized in the quest for answers. Some seemed promising, their backgrounds and behaviors aligning with the profile of the Zodiac, but definitive evidence proved elusive. Among the most notable suspects were Arthur Lee Allen, a former elementary school teacher with a criminal record, and Ross Sullivan, a library assistant who had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Both men had aspects of their lives that seemed to align with the Zodiac's profile, but neither could be definitively linked to the crimes. The investigation was further complicated by the Zodiac's use of ciphers, intricate codes that he claimed held the key to his identity. Cryptographers and code breakers were brought in, their expertise enlisted in the attempt to crack the Zodiac's codes. Some of his ciphers were eventually deciphered, revealing chilling messages that offered glimpses into the Zodiac's twisted psyche. However, others remain unsolved, their secrets locked away, adding another layer to the enigma of the Zodiac Killer. As the years passed, the trail grew cold. The Zodiac's crimes faded into history, but his legacy lived on. His case became a focal point for criminal profiling, with experts analysing his letters and crimes in an attempt to understand the mind of a serial killer. His story also served as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement in their quest to bring criminals to justice. Despite the passage of time, the Zodiac case remains open. It's a haunting testament to the resilience of unsolved mysteries and the enduring fascination they hold. Armchair detectives and professional investigators alike continue to revisit the Zodiac's crimes, poring over case files, scrutinizing his letters, and analyzing his ciphers in the hope of finding the key that will finally unlock the Zodiac's identity. The Zodiac Killer's identity remains a mystery, but his legacy continues to captivate and intrigue. His reign of terror left an indelible mark on the public consciousness, a chilling reminder of the dark side of human nature. But it's the Zodiac's elusiveness, his ability to evade capture and remain a faceless enigma, that continues to fascinate and haunt us. And so the investigation continues, the quest for answers persisting in the face of an enduring mystery. The Zodiac Killer's reign of terror has left an indelible mark on the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. His chilling crimes not only instilled a pervasive sense of fear and vulnerability, but his elusive nature and penchant for taunting law enforcement have also fueled an enduring public fascination. This fascination extends beyond the boundaries of the Bay Area, reaching into the minds and hearts of true crime enthusiasts around the world. The Zodiac's cryptic ciphers, his elusive identity and his seemingly random selection of victims have inspired countless hours of speculation and investigation. From armchair detectives to professional criminologists, the Zodiac's case continues to be a source of intrigue and speculation. The fear the Zodiac instilled was not fleeting or temporary. It was a fear that lingered, a fear that changed communities. The safety of secluded lovers' lanes was forever tarnished. The security of small-town life in Vallejo and Napa was irrevocably shattered. Even the bustling urban life of San Francisco was not immune to the Zodiac's reign of terror. His crimes marked a shift in public consciousness, a realization of the dark, lurking potential that resided in the shadows of society. But the Zodiac Killer didn't just leave a legacy of fear, he also left a legacy of intrigue. His cryptic letters and ciphers, his taunts to the police, and his ability to elude capture have all contributed to a mystique that persists to this day. For many, the Zodiac Killer isn't just a criminal, he's an enigma, a puzzle waiting to be solved. This sense of intrigue has only been magnified by the passage of time. As the years have passed, the Zodiac's identity has remained elusive. Despite numerous suspects and theories, the true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains unknown. This lack of closure has only served to stoke the fires of public interest. The unanswered questions surrounding the Zodiac's case continue to captivate and confound. The Zodiac's legacy also extends to the field of criminal investigation. His case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges associated with hunting a serial killer. The lessons learned from the Zodiac's case continue to inform investigative practices and techniques. The Zodiac's influence can be seen in the ongoing efforts to use forensic science, behavioral profiling, and public engagement to solve complex criminal cases. The Zodiac Killer's legacy is a chilling reminder of the dark side of human nature and the enduring power of unsolved mysteries. His crimes and cryptic messages continue to haunt our collective consciousness, serving as a testament to the depths of human depravity and the insatiable human desire to solve the unsolvable. Despite the passage of time, the Zodiac's story continues to both terrify and fascinate, a testament to the enduring power of fear and intrigue. The Zodiac Killer's story is a tale of terror, mystery, and the enduring quest for justice. As we've explored throughout this exploration, the Zodiac Killer's reign of terror in the late 1960s left an indelible mark on the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. His brutal crimes and the chilling letters he sent to the press and police have cemented his place among the most infamous serial killers in history. We've delved into the Zodiac's horrific crimes, beginning with the 1968 shootings of David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, and culminating in a series of murders that spread fear and uncertainty across the region. His victims were often couples in isolated areas, and the Zodiac's brutality knew no bounds. The Zodiac's letters and ciphers have been a focal point of our journey. Signed with the distinctive crosshairs symbol, these cryptic messages have fascinated and baffled investigators and the public alike. The Zodiac claimed that his ciphers contained vital messages, and while several have been deciphered, revealing chilling insights into his crimes and twisted psyche, others remain unsolved, adding to the mystique surrounding this elusive predator. The investigation into the Zodiac Killer's identity has been a long and complex one. Despite the efforts of numerous law enforcement agencies and the investigation of hundreds of potential suspects, no definitive evidence has emerged to link any individual to the crimes. This lack of closure has only deepened the fascination with the Zodiac Killer, prompting countless books, documentaries and films, and inspiring amateur detectives and armchair criminologists to continue their search for answers. The Zodiac Killer's impact extends far beyond his crimes. His reign of terror instilled a sense of fear and vulnerability that resonated deeply with the public. The complexities of the investigation highlighted the challenges of apprehending serial killers, and his elusiveness fueled public anxiety and fascination with his case. As we look back on the Zodiac Killer's legacy, it's clear that his story is more than just a series of gruesome crimes. It's a tale of an enigmatic figure who managed to evade capture, leaving behind a trail of cryptic clues and an unsolved mystery that continues to captivate and intrigue. His crimes and letters remain etched in the public consciousness, serving as a chilling reminder of the dark side of human nature and the enduring power of unsolved mysteries. The Zodiac Killer remains an enigma, his true identity lost in the shadows of history. but his legacy continues to fascinate and haunt the imagination. Despite the passage of time, the quest to uncover the truth behind the Zodiac Killer continues, a testament to the enduring allure of unsolved mysteries and the human desire for justice and closure. As we continue to explore the dark corners of true crime, the Zodiac Killer's story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges that lie at the heart of criminal investigations.